How's it going, my beautiful souls? This is Jay Spivey with Respect the View podcast. This podcast is about the views I was given as a child and how they have changed as I grow into the man I always wanted to be. God gave all of us a voice. It's just up to you on how you want to creatively use it. I'm also getting into collaborating more, so if you have a business or if you're an artist of any kind, contact me. Let's do an interview and get exposure for each other. You can contact me for more information on my website. Peace to you. Much love for listening. Yo, this is Jay Spivey coming to you with another podcast. I wanted to speak to you, to my ladies and gents, to my tribe, to my soul crew. Been getting a lot of things done respectfully, but I'm just making sure that I've been focusing on my self-sabotage, making sure I don't self-sabotage myself and overwhelm myself with too many things. Both are kind of simultaneous or intertwined, I guess you would say, in a sense, because doing too much, you can definitely crash and burn, and then it's like wearing yourself too thin. I don't know if many people know. Now they say, I used to believe it was a thing, but now they say multitasking is definitely not good for the brain. They say multitasking is definitely not positive. It's a hindrance. It can hurt you. It can hurt a lot of your work. The more things I find that I like about myself and the more things that I actually want to work on, the less I get things done that I have already started. And funny thing is, I started writing poems. I started writing songs all at the same time. I started playing my guitar at the same time. I started learning beats. So it was a lot of things that it was like, I want to learn this, I want to learn this, I want to learn this. It's all intertwined with my, what I feel like my purpose is and where I'm going. But that doesn't mean I should burn myself out trying to learn, trying to watch 3 videos on engineering and then 3 videos on photography and then 3 videos on how to find your purpose and studying that. So it's just a lot. I'm just making sure that I don't overwhelm myself with all the amazing projects that are going to be dropping pretty soon. So I'm just trying to take it one thing at a time. So it's like, okay, what am I supposed to be working on right now? That's really the question, but I don't really have an answer because I'm still searching, I'm still learning, so I'm okay with all of this while I'm getting myself together. I know what I want to do, so that's kind of what I try to focus on, the things that I really want to do, not the things that I feel matter to other people. I'm not really in that phase just yet. I'm still in the phase of getting myself together so then I can help somebody else. So that's what a lot of, I feel like my content is kind of going to wrap around. It's going to wrap around me telling stories, me expressing things in my point of view. And as I learn and find information to help me become a better man, I'm going to speak it to myself. And by that, I'll be speaking to the audience that I want to which would be young men, single fathers, even young men that my brother's age 17, 16, 15. I feel like they can really benefit from some of the things that I'm learning that I'm going to start putting out. And it's not coming from, that's why I used to think that shit coming from, a super old head. I love my elders. That's why I love listening to older people, but they definitely knew what they were talking about. Us youngsters was just kind of like, yeah, okay, old ass nigga. Like, go ahead and keep that shit up over there. But today, or tonight, as I sit in my car for my podcast, I wanted to talk about the reasons why I'm staying single, and the reason I feel like these same reasons would be a reason why any young man should not date. In another way, if you want me to say it in a different way, stay single, don't date until you get these things in order. And when you get these things in order, I promise you, the universe, God, will repay you for your dedication and your hard work. And there's like the group of individuals that can still date, can still be happy, still kind of maneuver and get things done while dating, while also looking for love. But in my opinion, as a young man, it is like it's kind of impossible to kind of find your purpose and find the love that you want at the same time. So I'm gonna get into it. It's not too long. It's really short. A little while on it just to sit and ponder on the main reasons why I feel like a young man should stay single. There's a lot more than this, but these are the main reasons. And for number one, just entertaining a woman until you become the successful you. Becoming the successful you, only really you know what that is. But a lot of people don't take the time to really focus on what they want to do, so they don't really become the most successful them. They generally don't even know how to they don't know how to stick to something. So your successful you is gonna come from a lot of sacrifice and a lot of willpower and understanding. And a lot of us are kind of just maneuvering and acting like we know what we're talking about, but we don't really be knowing what we're talking about most of the time. And to go into the next point is because financial stability, and you're trying to date, you're not going to be able to do the things that you really want to do. And like I said, success to everybody is different. Financially stable to me, or a successful me, would just it's just simple, just making sure all my bills is paid. The stability part that I mentioned is not necessarily only financial. That is also stability within, you have a home, you have a car, consistent income, mental stability, emotional stability, those things too. And to go into the next point.
What's good, people? It's Jay Spivey. So if you haven't heard, there's this amazing app, and it's the easiest way for you to make your podcast, and it's free. All right, so let me explain. It has all the creative tools that allow you to edit your podcast the right way, right from your phone or your computer, and it allows you to distribute your podcast to all the major platforms like Apple and Spotify and many, many more. All right? You can literally make money with little to no listeners. Like, how dope is that? All you got to do is go to anchor.fm to get started. Go check it out.
Space and clarity to find your purpose. And that's when I mentioned it's damn near impossible for you to find your purpose and love simultaneously at the same time. And it's because both are going to need all of you. Both are going to need all of you. You can't lack purpose. You can't lack a plan and then expect to be respected or be considered successful. I don't know what man you plan on becoming. Musician, business world. To me, it doesn't really matter. I respect men in all fields if they're doing it professionally. But if you don't know where you're going, how do you expect for a woman to follow you? And third, I put you need the space to heal. This should honestly be top on the list, but I didn't put them in any specific order. But are you healed from all your childhood trauma, relationship trauma, which is the same thing? They kind of go hand in hand. If you are having relationship trauma, you probably are still dealing with childhood trauma. Which is pretty interesting, you know what I mean? And that's why I love kind of studying some of this stuff because it can help unlock the best version of yourself the more you understand. So you need the space to heal. Can't heal digging guts out. You can't heal entertaining women. You can't heal texting 5 girls at a time. You can't heal chasing things. There's no way to possibly heal in this world without you making some kind of worldly sacrifice. And a lot of the sacrifices men have to make, young men have to make, men in general have to make to get to where they want to go, is going to come from you taking the time to heal and find your purpose. If you don't want to take the time to heal and find your purpose, the one thing I will promise you is it's going to show through your relationships. You're always going to struggle in them. You're going to always be trying to figure out what's wrong, why this, why that. And the crazy thing is, you probably had the answers the whole time. I don't like putting a lot of blame on other people. I don't really know too many people who do. I kind of stay away from those people. But, young man, the more you focus on yourself, the more energy is going to come to you. And I'm not talking about in an asshole kind of way. Just think about even like simple friendships. You are going to struggle with friendships if you are not healed. You are going to struggle with who you should put as a friend versus who you should actually talk to if you are not healed, if you do not know where you're going, if you do not have your purpose. I turned 28 this year, so I can say I'm just now finding, or just now searching, wanting to figure out what it is, what my purpose is. Some people never even take that step. I just want to get a post out and talk to the people. Do this on a daily. I'm trying to get to doing this on a daily basis, but I'm not going to stress myself out about it if I don't get to it. But hopefully you enjoyed it, and